Extra, extra, read all about it. Controversy on the Sick and Twisted Horrorcast as Sik tells Twisted that it was a good movie.
It was. But
yeah, we'll talk about it.
I'm Sik.
And I'm Twisted.
This is Sik and Twisted Horrorcast. Hi guys, and welcome to this weekly podcast.
What's going on?
This week we've got some craziness going on, man. We've got a very classic movie that almost everybody loves, and then its sequel that was absolute garbage.
That made more money.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, almost twice as much. But before we get into that, we have some upcoming right now that Twist actually brought to my attention.
So, it is a game coming out in December called SON, South of Nowhere.
Right.
To me, it looks really cool. It's you don't really get a lot from the trailer itself. You see a guy walking around a forest. Could be like a cave system, maybe.
Yeah, it was really interesting to me at first to see it because I was like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on here. And then the second trailer you showed me as well, where he's walking through this cave system, and I could see this game being very tension building.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah,
you see some like Wendigo type creatures in it and everything too.
Yeah. So it says it takes place in the most well-known forest. Oh crap! Hang on. That's don't you judge me. Most well-known forest in the world, Clarencaster. 300,000 acre forest located in southern Pennsylvania. It's full of plant life, beauty, and mystery.
I feel like the forest in Japan is a little bit more well-known.
It's more well-known now because there's been a movie about it.
Right.
And there's been the Logan Paul scandal.
Oh, God.
In 2018, 648 people went missing, including multiple search and rescue teams, police officers, and hikers. Only 22 bodies were ever found.
Damn. Okay.
You see through the eyes of Robert Alderson, an unemployed, hard-nosed old school father who drowns out his past demons with alcohol. On February 22nd, Robert's son Jay was taken right out of his home and deep into the terrifying forest. Robert will go after whoever and whatever took his son. So that is the basis behind the story.
Interesting.
So definitely, this is a great, simple premise based on actual stuff. So I'm excited to see that one.
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited to see it and hear about it, but.
And next up, we've got something I'm sure that Sik is just going to love.
Oh, my fucking Lord. Stop.
It's a remake! Yay, remakes!
I'll say it once. I've said it before. I'll say it again, and I'll say it 10 million more times. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, you can tell them what it is?
It's Pet Sematary.
It's Pet Sematary.
Oh. Dude, I love the original so much, and I love Stephen King. No need to remake this movie. He has hundreds of other books that you can make a movie on. It's just because the remake for it did very well, but that I honestly felt needed a remake. Yeah,
I mean, there was a lot of hatred going the way of, like, the TV, because it was a TV series originally.
Yeah.
And it needed a movie adaptation.
Yeah.
And I think it did well. This, however, I mean, switching... the most offensive thing to me, like, no disrespect to John Lithgow, because John Lithgow's an amazing actor, but to switch Fred Gwynne with John Lithgow as the caretaker...
fucking move.
The voice of Fred Gwynne is just iconic.
I wouldn't go down there, huh?
That's not even close. How dare you? You apologize to Fred Gwynne.
I apologize, Fred Gwynne.
because Jesus. But it's just like this deep, gravelly voice that sets tone by itself. Mm-hmm. Like, it's perfect.
Oh, it really is.
And then you go to John Lithgow, who's got this really high-pitched voice. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But that's based...
It's like casting Bill Gutenberg.
We'll get to that.
We'll get there. You'll call back to this later.
Yeah. So it's due out in 2019. Mm-hmm. It's... I don't know, guys. There's a lot of remakes in the works. Mm-hmm. And...
I'm getting sick and tired of it, man. I really am.
It's Jason Clarke, Amy Seimetz, John Lithgow. It's just like, do we need it, guys? We really can't?
No, we don't.
I don't get, like, if you want to fucking do it, like, do something similar with a different title, and then you can put your own original ideas through it and alter it. Let it be your starting point, your idea, your brainchild,
right? And
then kind of curve off of that, but stop just rehashing the same shit.
Dude, I can almost guarantee you that like there's Stephen King in the background of everything, just going, "Hey, I have all these other books that haven't been done right, that haven't even been touched."
Oh yeah.
But y'all got to keep remaking the same fucking movies. But yeah, so that's the upcoming. The game looks really good. I'm kind of probably not looking forward to this movie, but I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it. We have to. But yeah, let's get into this. Yeah.
Get into the big enchilada.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
The classic, the original, the OG.
Robert Englund, you beautiful son of a bitch.
You think of iconic slashers, and he's like top 5.
Oh yeah, no, it's always been. Everybody could think of Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm. So everybody thinks Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Chucky. Yeah, like those are the big names. And so
there's more big names, but
those are
the most of the iconic.
Yeah,
but I mean, this is Johnny Depp's debut.
Yeah, big name to just drop right there. Is like fuck.
Yeah, no, fucking Mike has been dropped.
But like this was Johnny Depp's debut, which like. He didn't even want to be an actor. He literally took this gig to pay his bills.
Yeah.
Because he was late on his rent. That was it. That's the only reason that he took this thing.
And now we have, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Out of all the characters you could pick for that beautiful man.
It's the most iconic of his.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yes, Edward Scissorhands, but he has only played Edward Scissorhands once. Wow.
His or her hands.
He's only played Edward Scissorhands once.
Right.
He's played Jack Sparrow 5 times, going on 6.
6, maybe, yeah. Only did good in them 3 times.
So, you tell me which one people will know more. Fuck yourself.
They know Johnny Depp. Yeah. Anyways, but this movie is amazing. By far, it still holds up.
Well, it's a classic.
Yeah,
and there's a reason it's a classic. It altered so much. Like it was one of the few movies that really it could fuck with you.
Yeah, because everybody dreams.
Everybody fuck. If you
everybody
fall asleep,
nightmares.
You can die.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Mm-hmm. Like, there's nothing worse than that right there.
And this was built off of a true story where somebody did die in their sleep. And there were no explanations of it. I don't really know the whole true story, but I know that this was based off of a story like that.
Okay. But yeah, it was, I mean, This it cost only $1.8 million to produce it.
And I know that sounds like a lot of money to people, but in movie aspects, that's really, really cheap.
Yeah, I mean, look at what freaking, like, the Fast and Furious movies take to make nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Dude, the Marvel movies are, what, I think one of them cost $2 billion to make? No?
They will never go to billions. They will never go to billions, I promise. They would never make that back, I promise you.
That's true. Yeah, I'm sort of a moron right now.
He's sleepy.
Oh, we'll get into that later. But this movie has great deaths, great makeup. The sleep sequences are rad.
Oh, yeah. So, like, the entire basis behind it is just, I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, I don't know who of you hasn't, but if you haven't, get on that shit, because this ain't it's fucking gold. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
No, this is by far a classic. If you haven't seen this movie, I don't know why you're listening to this podcast by any means. You need to go back and you need to watch this movie right now, then come back to us.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. But the basic premise of this movie is Freddy Krueger is a child murderer, which they actually originally wanted him to be a child molester.
Yes, and everybody gets mad about that in the remake, but we'll talk about that when we talk about the remake.
Yeah, but I mean, we can talk about it. Fuck,
right.
The remake, which was garbage. Yeah, I fucking said it.
I disagree.
I see you looking at me.
I disagree.
It's fucking crap.
I liked it.
Why?
Because it was good. It was a different, and it was a darker take.
The take was shit. Because you have a fucking great actor playing as Freddy in this one. Yeah, it's not Robert Englund, but he fucking did a great job. But the thing is, they didn't give him shit to do. He doesn't fuck with people, and that is what Freddy does. He was a slasher. Fucking Freddy is a mental fuck. Not a slasher.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree. But
oh my! Oh, we're gonna get. Oh, I cannot wait for when we do the fucking remake. Anyways.
Man.
But no, so it's based on a child murderer that the families. He actually gets arrested. But the search warrant was fucked up. So it got him off on a technicality, even though everybody saw him as guilty.
Right.
And then the families decided to take their own justice out on him, found him, and burned his place to the ground with him inside of it.
And this movie is the first big name from late great director Wes Craven. One of my favorites made Scream, made Nightmare on Elm Street, many, many others. Unfortunately, he did pass away in 2015, just a few years ago. But his legacy will forever remain in this movie, if none other. Oh
yeah, and this, but he after they burned him alive, he now has come back as sort of this dream murderer. Yeah,
so apparently he's in hell, but he's also torturing these kids through their dreams and creating their own hell for them inside of it.
So yeah, but it's pretty much people go to sleep. They wake. They think they're waking up, but they're actually in Freddy's realm.
Yeah.
So it's not just that it's fucking with you like, oh man, can I go to sleep or not? It's that it's fucking with you on what is real and what is not.
Yeah. Like, it even goes into the point where if you daydream, they'll fuck with you.
Now that's not, like, explicitly said.
No, but there's bits and pieces where you can kind of put two and two together.
You kind of have to.
Yeah.
So, and I think they do go into that a little bit more in this remake, but
yeah, they do.
It was there's points of this movie, like just Nancy alone. Who's she played by? I can't. I got the last name, but I can't for the life of me.
Let's actually
Heather Langenkamp.
Yeah.
So, she beat out Demi Moore, Courtney Cox, great actresses for the role.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, she is. I mean, I would almost call her. I wouldn't call her a scream queen because she's too much of a fucking badass in this.
Right? Yeah. No. She gets her shit together quick. I'd say that the closest thing to a scream queen in this movie would have to be Rod.
Really? You call Rod a scream queen?
Yeah, in this movie because like Johnny Depp's character.
I would say the closest thing to a scream queen in this would be the fucking scream queen Tina.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I'll give you that one too. But she only makes it to barely. Does she even make it to the end of the first fucking act in this movie?
Well, she's kind of what kicks off the notice.
Right.
So Tina is she's how the movie opens. Actually, we open in a nightmare.
Yeah.
And she's getting chased by this figure, and like a big thing they do is nails running down metal.
Yeah,
it's really
and it's the same sound
stuff.
every time, and it's it even fucks with me because it almost sounds like if they took a whale and then they turn the pitch up about 1,000. It's like,
yeah.
You know, like, I don't like that fucking sound, man.
I'm gonna keep that in mind.
My teacher did that shit on the chalkboard when I was in like second grade and hated
with
it.
her fucking nails. What fucking monster?
I know.
I can't fucking like the feel of it is what gets me. I can deal with the noise.
Yeah, exactly.
The feel is just brutal. Jesus.
You're telling me how to deal with it, man.
But it was she starts out in this nightmare when we open the movie, and goes through and is being chased by this figure scraping his claws across, and she wakes up right as he pops up from behind her and grabs her. And the mom busts in and is just like, "What's wrong?" Because she wakes up screaming her fucking lungs out. And she's like, "Oh, it's just a dream, Mom." Some dream. And
because she's got cuts in her dress.
Fucking cuts in her dress. And I'm just like, some dream? That's all you have to say?
And her response was just like, you either need to quit cutting your nails like that or stop having dreams like that.
Yeah. Fucking, okay, Mom. I don't know what the fuck. Sure. How do you fucking fix this? But she actually, the way she dies is
brutal as fuck.
Good shit.
Yeah, because she has sex with her ex-boyfriend, Rod.
They are very vague on this relationship.
Kind of, yeah, because you can't tell if she likes him or not. Because
Rod is such a dickbag.
Yeah.
Like, it just pops out of nowhere for like random tackles
on Johnny Depp.
On Johnny Depp's character Glenn, and fucking telling people to sit on it with a rotating lawnmower blade. And I'm like, wait, what? That's a lot. Like, that's not a good zing.
Right, yeah.
Zing's gotta be quick, boy. You gotta be on them with zings. Like, fucking... That was, but anyway, so there's times whenever she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm going to make up."
And she just accepts it.
She's just like, "Okay, well, you think he kind of accepts it?" And then she's like,
"Don't
hey,
leave
you're not gonna leave me here alone with this lunatic, are you?"
And then immediately goes upstairs to have sex with him.
Yeah, and they just go fuck. I was like, "Wait, lunatic? Pick one."
I'm with you, man.
But they finish fucking, and then she hears rocks hitting the window.
Yeah.
And
one of them breaks the goddamn glass.
No, it sticks in the glass.
Yeah.
It like lodges itself in the glass, and she hears, "Tina!"
She's like, "Oh, better go check that out."
Yeah, and like still wearing goddamn nothing but like a long sleeve shirt, which is apparently in everyone's closet.
Dude, I don't own
his shirt.
No.
Because he's leather jacket and he's like greaser look.
Yeah, he's got he had a t-shirt on. He didn't have a button.
Yeah. And so she just has a button-up shirt that's way too big for her in her closet.
Well, they were in her mother's room.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. Oh, that's weird. She's wearing her dad's shirt.
Not even her dad's, her mom's boyfriend's shirt.
Ugh. I didn't even think about that. It's grody.
Dude, I just recalled that. Jesus, oh, that's nasty. But she got... there might be some dangerous serial killer. Barely tries to wake him up.
Yeah, like nudges him. But yeah, she goes downstairs to check by in this fucking button-up t-shirt, and that's it.
Yeah.
And some panties, I think. And then goes down, and better let's see what's out here. And then you keep hearing this creepy demonic voice.
Tina.
She's like, oh, what's that? Oh, it's nothing in the backyard. Better go check the fucking alley.
And as soon as she gets into the alley, he's just like, I'm here.
Yeah,
and
you finally see Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, and he's got the extended arm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, these fucking arms. They, looking at it nowadays, it's just like, oh, God, what is that? Oh, that's bad. But, you gotta remember that this is 80s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, he does this, accordion arm extend thing where it's, reaches out from his body to each side of the walls just so his nails can scrape.
It's a little campy, but it's great.
Oh, it's fucking gold.
And then,
this is that mental fuck with you that has to happen, to make Freddy. It's not Freddy unless he's fucking with you.
Right. And she immediately goes, oh dear God. And he flashes over and touches his face with the claws and is just like, this is God.
Yeah.
And she takes off running, and I can't describe this run that he's doing at all. It's like he's a midget trying to DJ while running. Is the best way that I can describe it.
I think of it kind of if you ever seen a really white person at a rave. That not like raver, somebody new to the rave scene, and they just got their arms out, just just going, just kind of waving, a little bit towards themselves and back away, that.
Oh my God, I've seen that guy way too many times. Oh my God.
So that is the arm motion, and then the leg motion I can only describe as if you've ever seen those fucking memes of people that get in line behind each other as their legs step into the air. Yeah.
The image going through my mind is great.
So they fucking... she runs away, she gets into the house, and he pops out from behind a tree and just cuts two of his fingers off.
Yeah.
And just to do it.
He's like, watch this. And cuts them off, and they just start squirting this green blood.
Yeah. And then she runs back upstairs, and he tackles her onto the bed.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe.
He gets her. He gets her, and she's on the bed, and Rod is she's hearing her screaming and freaking out. And he probably kind of backs up a little bit, sees this whole commotion going on, pulls the sheet off, and she's by herself, just screaming asleep. But she's thrashing all over the bed, and then you just see fucking 4 razor marks just straight down her chest. And then...
So I love this scene because of Rod's reaction to it. Me, I'm gonna shake her awake. I'm gonna I'll smack her in the face if I have to as a last resort. But he's just standing there reaching out for her. Tina! Tina!
Tina! Tina! Tina!
It's dude, we get it. That's her name. But do something. But do something productive for the love of God.
I will give him this. He doesn't start screaming Tina until she starts getting drug up the wall by an invisible force. and then is crawling across the ceiling by an invisible force, and then is just dropped.
Yeah.
Like, that's when he's screaming Tina, and I'm like, alright, I'm not 100% sure I would, like, try to drag her anywhere.
Right, yeah. No, this is some Exorcist type shit. I'm out.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, Tina is kind of the driving force behind, like, everybody noticing and, like, understanding Freddy Krueger is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the kids had a same dream previously.
Yeah, because we find out that Rod has had this dream about Freddy. Mm-hmm. We know that Tina has. And Nancy has talked about it. And then it's
Glenn is alluded to because he always looks up in shock.
He's like, oh, shit.
Like, oh, fuck. Oh, goddamn.
But he's got to remain his composure as the man and just stick there and be like, no, that's bullshit. Don't pay any mind to it. And
really, like, that's the best thing they could have done. Because they say towards the end that, like, them giving him that energy is what keeps him going.
Right.
So had they just been like, oh, that was a fucked up dream. Like, that might have been the end of it right there.
Might have, yeah. I don't know.
Like, I wonder what gave him the power to begin with.
Was scaring them all and then killing them later, maybe.
No. What I'm saying is, like, I wonder what gave him the power to manifest to begin with.
That's a great thought. I don't know.
Just because, like, I don't fucking know.
Maybe
it's like maybe parents' guilt because that mom was fucking slamming bottles left and goddamn right.
Putting them in her fucking linen closet.
She went downhill so fast in this movie.
Because, like, there's no drinking from her in this movie until after the hospital.
Yeah. So they take Nancy to the hospital because at this point she's refusing to sleep. At one point she wakes up and she's got, like... this is before the cuts. She's refusing to sleep. Her friends are dying all around her.
Because Rod has already died at this point too. Because it was right after Rod's funeral from
that they take her to
hanging
get
himself. Yeah.
So they take her to this hospital to do a sleep study.
Yeah.
She hits the REM stage of sleep, and this is where we get to meet Bill Gutenberg.
I knew it was gonna come up.
This doctor looks so much like Steve Gutenberg. Like, usually whenever I see an actor or an actress that looks like another actor or actress, I will call them a discount version of that main screen person.
No, in this one you literally sat up and just went, is that the Goots?
Yeah, I was like, dude, is that Goots? Is that Steve Gutenberg?
And I was just like, no, first time I saw it, like when I watched this last time, I thought the same shit.
Like, this isn't even like I can equate that to this person. No, I was like, that is the Goots.
Same exact haircut, facial structure, everything.
And then he was like, no. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's not Gutenberg. Okay, no. That's like part of the Gutenberg estate, at least. Like, for those of you who don't know who Steve Gutenberg is, Mahoney from Police Academy.
Yep.
And if you don't know what Police Academy is, what are you doing? Go watch Police Academy. Fuck.
But yeah, so...
she's at the sleep study. Sorry. Sleep study.
Yeah, so we go into the sleep study, and she gets into REM sleep, and then he's like, oh, she's definitely dreaming now. Must be a good one. It's hitting the 3s.
Yeah, and then...
all of a sudden, it's jumping up to like 20, 30.
Exactly.
And he's like, whoa, it's never happened like this before. Like, it's never getting this high. Yeah. And they go and they wake her up, try to inject her with something that's going to sedate her. Mm-hmm. And she smacks that motherfucker about 10 feet back.
Oh, yeah. But, like, they look at her arm, and it's been, like, cut. And she's got the hat from Freddy Krueger that she brought into the real world. And then from this point, Mom is just like, fuck, hitting this house. She
is finding redemption in the bottle of 50 bottles.
Oh yeah, man, like she is toasty through this movie.
Because she's like, at first she's trying to hide the bottle of vodka behind her back.
No, she wasn't hiding the bottle.
Huh?
She wasn't hiding the bottle behind her back.
No? Well, she was covering the...
She was hiding the hat.
Yeah, but she snuck the bottle behind her as well.
Oh, did she?
Slide it behind her, yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed that. So, yeah, but it's... Man, she goes down quick.
Yeah, because
she goes from, like, stable mom worried about her daughter to, all right, we're securing this bitch, and I'm fucking drunk. That's the story I was trying to hide. I'm going to be drunk on the couch for a while.
I'm gonna sit here and eat chicken fingers.
Yeah. Fucking just toasted after that.
Oh, yeah,
shit.
no.
Yeah, no, like...
She tells the story. She's standing there, and she's just holding the bottle and the cigarette. She's like, get in the cellar. I got something to tell you. They go to the cellar, and she tells this long-ass story of Freddy Krueger and how the parents got together to kill her, and how she's kept the glove with the knives on it. And she's like, well, he can't get you. Can't you see? Because he's dead. Well, then why'd you bar up all the windows?
Yeah. Like, even Nancy, like, made a great point. Like, does this look like he can't get me? And, like, holds out her arm for where the scratches happened. And she was just, I was like, she got you there, Mom. I don't know what that booze is impairing your judgment right now.
But she goes to bed, and she's like, hey, she calls Glenn.
Yeah, no, so...
to carry on. Well, we've already seen...
But she went... But like we were saying earlier, like Rod's death is what triggered Mom going downhill.
Right, which...
So Rod he pretty much got the blame put on him for her death because he was in the room with her.
Yeah.
And he dipped out the window, which, I mean, 100%, that looked bad.
Yeah.
Not much he could have done in that situation.
No.
I think he made the right call.
Really? What else could he have done?
Really? What fucking lawyer would have been like, you ran there by yourself with her, huh? Cut from stomach to torso, eh? Had a switchblade on you, huh? I think we can win this one. No, there's no fucking lawyer anywhere. It's like, we got this, all right?
Well, there's Cochran, maybe.
Well, Johnny Cochran can get fucking anybody off, but Johnny Cochran's dead, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you now.
Karma's a son of a bitch. But,
Jesus. Man just did his job. Fuck.
But, he's in jail.
Yep.
And they go to check on him because in her dream... where Glenn fell asleep because he was supposed to be watching duty of her.
Real quick, I am not telling anybody to run from the police in case they get in trouble.
Yeah, no, we do not condone
don't run
that.
from the police.
No, sit in the fetal position and act crazy.
Unless a supernatural killer just came knocking on your door, then, we'll talk later.
What?
But,
yeah.
So he goes in jail.
Yeah. She tells Glenn to watch her while she's dreaming in order to wake her up. Mm-hmm. She goes over to the jail in her dream and sees Freddy walking in on Rod. Mm-hmm. She runs away. Freddy catches up to her. Glenn fell asleep. And she actually does wake up thanks to her alarm clock.
Yes. But she from her alarm clock waking her up, she runs to the jail.
Yeah.
To see him, but it is too late because as you see, the sheets are slowly wrapping around his neck.
Yep.
And pulling him up the wall.
Yeah.
Just
hanging him.
Just hung him right fucking then and there, and he was dead.
Yeah. Which
led to a weird scene because it leads to the funeral, which you get a funeral for Rod,
but not Tina.
Yeah, but not Tina. You get like this, like everybody like hates Rod, and he's such a shitheel, and there's such a small fucking turnout for his funeral. Mm-hmm. But like Tina, you get this feeling like everybody likes her and cares about her, and like nothing for Tina. Fuck Tina and her eulogy.
No, because even like after Tina's death, what's her name? Nancy goes to school and like has a freak out in English class and just leaves the fucking school.
Yep.
No.
Well, she doesn't just have a fucking freak out. Like,
no, she does.
She has a full-on goddamn nightmare sequence.
Yeah.
Which was a fucking good sequence, too.
It really was.
Like, it was... You see Nancy, like...
In her body bag.
She's, like, looking around, and Tina's in a body bag. Mm-hmm. And just gets fucking drug away.
I still love what you said during that, because, like, her legs just lift up, start getting pulled, and you're just like, wee!
I couldn't fucking help it. But yeah, like, she's just getting drug off, you know, like, all around this fucking school. And I think they actually end up in the boiler room at some point. A boiler room is, like, a huge symbolism.
Oh, yeah. No, because he was killed in a boiler room.
Which I've got a piece of trivia here. All of the boiler room footage in the film was shot in the basement of Lincoln Heights Jail in Los Angeles, which was condemned shortly after production wrapped due to high levels of asbestos.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
So, Robert Englund, if you're out there, if you ever listen to this, I hope you're feeling well.
Yeah. But if you have mesothelioma, then you can
call attorney. No, oh my god. Yeah, so
you didn't think you'd hear it, but we did a mesothelioma joke on this podcast.
Fuck the critics. We can get it.
What critics? We're not that big yet.
Literally everybody's a critic.
That's right. This is YouTube.
Yeah, there you go. So, I want to get into Glenn.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, damn it. Damn it. God damn it.
You're going to need a bucket.
That sounded...
It's Johnny Depp. I'll give you a pass. It's Johnny Depp.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to get into Glenn. But no, so Johnny Depp was chosen as the character, and one of the main reasons that Johnny Depp was chosen was because Wes Craven's daughter thought he was dreaming.
It's Johnny Depp.
But it was young Johnny, so you hadn't gotten like that grizzled hipster look.
That 5 million accessories look.
Yeah.
he had that pretty boy feel about him.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
But he's just like the good guy.
Yeah.
He is. You can kind of get some scenes every so often where he's just like, fuck morality, you know?
Which he's a fucking teenager.
He's wanting some booty.
Yeah,
but he's respectful. Like, he doesn't fucking force it. He's, you know, when she says stop, he stops. Does anything for her.
Yeah. Except for stay awake.
He tries. He tries.
Every single time she says stay awake.
Plus, he doesn't fucking believe any of this shit. He's probably on team just get some goddamn sleep. Fuck.
But she does call him and tells him, hey, you know, come over at midnight.
Yeah.
I want to try this again, but I'm going to pull him out and you're going to cold cock him.
Uh-huh. Which, I mean, yeah, we've got a supernatural dream killer. Punch him! That'll take care of it. All right. Good job, team. We punched you in the face. We killed the evil. Let's go home. Yeah. Ha! Now that'll teach you. That'll learn you.
But
good thing I brought my fists to this knife fight.
Good thing I brought my fist to this finger razor fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so
he falls asleep.
And he is like every form of fucking electronics on his bed at once.
So he has his headphones plugged into his vinyl record, which is playing the radio, which is KRGR radio, Kruger radio.
I loved that.
And the TV is on, so he's listening while watching TV because Miss Nude America is on.
I would have gotten the shit beat out of me.
Yeah.
Just telling my mom, hey man, Miss Nude America's coming on.
Yeah, my mom's like, we're going to turn off the TV then and rip it out of your wall for tonight.
Yeah. And two, the response he gives.
Yeah, because she's like, well, how are you going to hear what she says? What does it matter what she says? My mom would just...
Oh, yeah. I'd have got my ass beat for days. My mom would have beat my ass, took a nap, woke up, ate breakfast, and then went back to beating my ass.
Yeah. No, my mom would have slapped me in the next Tuesday. I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So... fuck it, it's beyond me.
No,
but he falls asleep. Within 10 minutes, he fucking falls asleep.
Yeah.
Because 15. Yeah. Because he woke up and he was supposed to be over at Nancy's house by midnight.
Yeah, it's like 10:42.
Yeah.
Or 11:42.
He passes out in the 15 fucking minutes that he needed to be over. What? No, you start getting up and getting ready. Like, anything you got to be ready for in 15 minutes.
Dude, you want poon so bad, I'd at least jump up and be like, just for the, you know, maybe promise of poon.
Exactly. Just a thank you beeger. But he passes out
and then immediately sucked into the bed.
Yeah, so this hole opens up beneath him. No, the arm comes out.
Yeah, arm comes out.
Freddy's claw arm comes out, grabs him, and drags him inside of the bed.
Not just him, but the TV and the record player.
And the record player comes with, and everything that was attached to him comes with.
And then the fountain of blood
comes gushing out of the fucking floor.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn gorgeous.
Which you had some trivia on that.
Yeah, So they put the set upside down and attached the camera so that it looked like the room was right side up, and then poured gallons of fucking red water, aka blood.
Yeah.
It just fucking...
Dude, it's such a long scene.
They pumped it down through the bed.
Yeah.
The room itself was to be turned as the blood flowed, but it was turned in the wrong direction. So instead of the blood gushing out of the bed and then splashing down the walls, it gushed out of the bed and out of the room where the open door, where the camera and equipment was, with exposed wires and electrical sockets. The power on the set went out, but no one was injured.
Thank God they even got the footage.
Yeah. On DVD commentary, Wes Craven remarks that the room spinning the wrong way was like a Ferris wheel from hell.
That's so great. But
oh, it's so good.
So much blood. And it's so much blood that when they come in later, it's dripping from the ceiling on the first floor down.
Yeah. So
can't use a body bag for that shit.
Yeah, that's a body bucket right there. You
go to Home Depot, give me 3 orange buckets. We'll put this in there.
Exactly. How many buckets do you need to put a 17-year-old in it?
Yeah, so we've got pureed Johnny Depp.
Sweetheart, wring out the sheets. The boy's all over it.
It just reminds me of American Psycho when he's in the dry cleaner. He's just like, you can't get the shit out.
Yeah. Then Nancy she's now freaking out, trying to wake up from the dream. She finally kind of pops out of it.
Yeah.
And but she before this, she set up a bunch of real world traps.
Yeah, she filled up a light bulb with gunpowder with a tripwire. She set up a
sledgehammer from the
ceiling. Smart bitch, dude.
But
what?
God, dude,
what?
You are a horrible person. Smart bitch, dude.
She is.
Really smart girl. Really smart woman. Really intelligent young lady.
If it would have been a
smart bitch, dude.
If it would have been a guy, I would have said smart bitch.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
No, you would not.
Yes, I would.
No, you would not have.
I guarantee you.
You know, you're going to try to make it a point from now on, and it's going to fail.
It's not.
Anyways. So, she's got all these traps set up. She pulls him out of the dream from the alarms that are all set off and starts running. And he trips the fucking door.
Yeah, she's already ringing at the windows.
She's screaming out the windows that she's broken out.
For this deputy.
For her dad.
Yeah, but this deputy is told to watch, and he's like, oh no, just go back to sleep, you're fine, like everything's okay. She comes downstairs, does it again, and he's still standing there like, no, everything's great.
Yeah.
Does it again, he's like, maybe I should tell the lieutenant.
Yeah.
It's like, good God, you waited long enough.
So Nancy finally gets him downstairs where she throws a jar of gasoline on him and lights him on fire.
How weak is that glass, man? Or how hard are Robert Englund's abs?
It's called movie magic, man. It's probably fucking sugar.
Sugar glass for sure, but like this is a growler that just breaks against his stomach.
I haven't heard anybody call that a growler in forever.
That's what it's called.
It's a mason jar.
It had the handle on it and everything. It was a growler. A mason jar is like that fucking big, dude.
Whatever. Anyways, so, but yeah, he lights him on fire.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, burn him again.
Fire bad.
Yeah. The dad finally gets in and sees that everything's on fire, which they don't do a lot to put out the fires.
No, they just kind of walk around it.
Yeah. But they
go upstairs and
because they realize they see flaming footprints, which is a really cool effect.
Oh yeah.
They see flaming footprints that lead up to Mom's room.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh God, he's after Mom!" And they kick the door open, and they see like a struggle happening beneath the sheets.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even beneath the sheet. Yeah, it was. It was beneath the sheets.
Yeah.
And he like.
No,
it wasn't. No, because she was on. Freddie was on fire.
So he covers him with the sheet.
Them with the sheet, which I'm just like, that's your first fucking move. Pull the dude off. Well, they weren't married anymore.
No,
still, that's your ex-wife.
There was animosity between them.
Fuck.
But you got to put that fire out first, man.
Both literally and figuratively. But yeah, like you gotta fucking pull her off. Fuck. But he like covers it with a blanket to put the fire out, and then pulls it off, and she's like a half skeleton, just the mom now, and she's like slowly reaching out as she's being like pulled down
into hell,
into this like underworld abyss full of lightning.
Yeah,
and like she goes in. As soon as she goes all the way in, the bed just reappears and it's normal.
Right,
and then he's just like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, and the doctor's like, do you fucking believe me now?
And then Dad leaves for a second, and Nancy is in the room by herself, and Freddie kind of comes up from behind, and she just says, "You've got no power over me now." And he goes to attack and just kind of dissipates.
Yeah.
And because she said, like, I want my friends back, I want everything back.
Yeah. Leaves the door and is now outside of her front door.
And she's in a different outfit. Her arm's not injured anymore. Everything's bright and shiny.
Her mother's there.
All the friends are alive.
Which I love her mother's little line here of, I don't think I'm going to drink anymore. I just don't feel like it. And I'm like, that's not how addiction works. But okay.
Don't tell me you ain't never got, like, fucked up on tequila and now you fucking smell it and you can't do it.
Hey, I have been personally victimized by tequila several times.
Exactly. So, but yeah, like she's done with it. So she Nancy like runs out and just hops in the car with all of her friends.
Yep.
And then the car top slams down and
it's
underneath
red and
you
green.
see it's red and on top it's red and green stripes. And all the windows start locking. All the windows start rolling up.
All the friends are like, dude, I'm not doing this. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. And they're all freaking out. Nancy starts screaming and banging on the window for her mom.
And her mom's just smiling and waving.
Yes.
We live in a perfect suburban town.
Such a good day. and then Freddie's arm busts through the window, grabs Mom around the neck,
and rips her right through.
Slurps her in. And that's how the movie fucking ended.
Yep. Great movie. Classic movie.
Oh, yeah.
Good
It's
stuff.
fucking gold.
Campy as fuck, but love it.
Oh, yeah. and that's, like, the big thing. Is, like, you gotta just enjoy it. You gotta just enjoy the fucking...
Oh, yeah.
The campiness. Yeah.
The comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we've got... and I'm sorry if this sounds a little bit different than what you guys are used to. You guys were actually trying to change things up and trying to hone how this podcast is going to sound. We're not going to be doing that scene for scene anymore.
Yeah, we're trying to... And we'll get it down.
Yeah, we will.
Maybe. I don't know.
But we've got Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah. Some reason they were like, all right.
There was a lot of sleeping in the last one.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of all that.
So, you know, how he attacks? I don't like that. We're gonna do it all different. What? It hurt my brain.
So this one's called Freddy's Revenge. On who? Nobody knows. Because he doesn't get back at Nancy.
He doesn't get back at anybody.
No, he just comes back.
Yeah, 5 years. This is 5 years after the original incident.
Right.
They said something interesting. They said that Nancy's mom killed herself in the living room.
Yeah. Which kind of makes you think, was this all in Nancy's head?
I refuse to buy that.
I refuse to as well, but it made me think it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't like this movie.
I don't like it. This movie's awful.
But yeah, so we start off with this dude, Jesse, who has nightmares. He's the one having nightmares in this one of Freddy.
Yes, and you start out and you think it's going to be normal.
Yeah.
He's riding a bus. The bus gets crazy. He looks super nerdy on the bus for some reason.
Yeah, he looks like a sidestep away from My Chemical Romance's I'm Not Okay video.
Yeah. This guy looks like a year from emo.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and he just looks like... He looks like he's on this bus. Like, did you ever see Degrassi?
No.
Well, then never mind. But...
No, don't want to keep going for our Degrassi fans out there?
Are Degrassi fans?
I don't know.
We have fans.
My mom likes me.
Well, at least your mom listens.
She doesn't listen.
Oh. Your coworkers listen. I have a coworker that listens.
There you go.
But
shout out to our listeners.
Yeah. But
yeah, it was. It's fucking movie, man.
He's got this weird comb over. He's looking super stressed out from the beginning, like he forgot his homework.
Yeah, this looks like a straight A student that just got a B.
He just has that like thought in his mind of like, I gotta kill everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
but he's on the bus, and the bus starts driving out of control, and you see Freddy controlling it.
Yeah, because it is Robert Englund.
Originally, you actually just see Robert Englund, the actor
great.
that's controlling it, and then you see Freddy controlling it later.
And they go off-roading.
They go off-roading. When they stop, the earth collapses, and they're just on a pillar. Mm-hmm. And Freddy's approaching them as he's scraping the seats and the roof. And just as he's about to slash, he wakes up. And this kid's not nerdy looking at all.
No.
He's
got
your
like average teenager.
Yeah, he's got like the spiky half mullet thing going on.
That was big in the 80s.
Yeah, that was really popular back then.
Yeah.
He's a jock. He's not like a nerdy outsider. He
just wakes up, stands up, fixes his junk, and then walks out the door.
He usually say he wakes up. He wakes up after a fucking bath because he wakes up dripping, so fucking heavily drenched
from head to waist, because you don't really see his feet in this one.
Yeah, he looks like there was supposed to be like a guy that was supposed to come up and just like, all right, mist him real quick, and he'll be a little bit sweaty, and then it will be good.
And like he went to go miss, and top fell off the bottle and poured all over.
Oh no! And he's like,
fuck it, we're going.
Run with it. Like, we gotta fucking take it. Jesus Christ! Somebody fire Jimmy.
Now we're gonna have to do this for every wake up scene.
Yeah, because this is the sweatiest kid ever. I mean,
I sweat in my sleep when it's cold, dude. But like, I've never woken up in a puddle of my own sweat like that.
Oh yeah, like fuck. It was bad. He was super sweaty, guys.
But we find out that he's had these dreams for a while actually, and he's having a hard time sleeping. And we meet the girl and all this stuff. This girl looks like Meryl Streep, his like love interest in this movie.
I'm trying.
She was hired because she looked like Meryl Streep.
Kim Myers.
Yes, love the name.
I'm desperately searching right now to find out what I know her from. She's in Hellraiser Bloodline.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As who?
Give me a fucking second.
But we go over to them at gym during PE. This is the most uncoordinated PE time ever. Mm-hmm. Because on one side, like, there's 3 segments, and in the middle is archery. Yeah,
that blew my goddamn mind. Fucking just.
So Twist paused the movie and goes, this is both the coolest PE and the most dangerous PE at the same time.
It was literally soccer,
archery,
then
baseball.
And it wasn't like anything was separating them. There was just kids sitting on the sides and shit. Like, not safe, guys.
Let's just say a soccer ball hits a girl in the head. She misfires that arrow and now is shooting some baseball kid in the eye.
Yep.
This could go wrong very easily.
There's a lot of ways this could go wrong. I cannot figure out what she is. She was in Walker.
Texas Ranger?
Yeah. I don't know if that was just like one.
Probably.
I don't fucking know. Anyway.
Fuck it.
But yeah, so it was like.
The fight?
Yeah, we should probably talk about the fight.
Oh,
They're in the middle of playing baseball and.
Homeboy's distracted by Kim Myers' character. What's her name? Yep.
Guys, we just watched this. We watched this and came straight to the fucking recording area. I cannot remember so much.
It's so boring.
This movie was bad.
I can't remember like 2 big chunks of it.
I wonder why.
Do you want to tell him, or am I going to have to live the shame and tell him?
Oh, you live the shame. You sleep.
This movie was so boring. I fell asleep twice during this fucking movie. Both times, Twist decided to wake me up by banging pots and pans together and a vacuum against my lip.
Yeah.
And then was going to Sharpie my face.
Oh, yeah. I was going to draw a straight dick on your forehead.
Dude, I have to work tomorrow.
That's what you get.
But no, this movie was just so fucking boring. It's so uneventful. The points where, like, it's super action-y or it's just, like, dialogue that puts you to sleep.
So the basis behind this movie, which I don't know if I can even fucking recall, but Freddy is trying to take Jesse's body because reasons.
I guess he's possessing him
sometimes
so that he can kill people when they're not sleeping.
But he's not possessing him. He's literally taking over.
Yeah.
I think it's because he wants to kill in the real world?
I guess it's like, oh, how can we get Freddy to kill when people are awake? Oh, let's Deus Ex Machina this shit and just have him take over a kid's body.
It's not really Deus Ex Machina.
They're trying to explain that in a very superficial fucking way.
Yeah, but Deus Ex Machina would be like, the right thing comes along at the right time to save the day.
Okay, so they... Agent Smith from The Matrix this shit. There you go.
That's better.
There you go. But
it's Freddy literally takes over his body. It's not like you see the kid doing the killings. No,
he like climbs out of his skin and becomes him.
Yeah. And one of the big gripes I've got about this is Freddy's claw. Because Freddy's weapon is a glove.
Yeah, Jesse has the glove.
Yeah. Which Jesse has, and it's seen many times through the movie. Mm-hmm. But whenever it's Freddy, for some reason, the fucking claws are coming through his fucking fingers.
Like he's fucking Wolverine.
Except for, no, he'd be more like Lady Deathstrike.
Well, yeah. Either way, part of the Weapon X program. But it blows my mind why they would change that. Dude, it's so stupid. I didn't, like, it even looks bad, because it just looks like somebody with burned fingertips that they just shove knives into.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this movie's terrible, dude.
It's so much of, like, 50% of this movie is just Jesse
dude, and the
bitching.
First death doesn't come in until, like, way into this movie.
Yeah. Coach Schneider, I believe. Well, unless you count the birds.
No, I don't count the birds.
You don't count the birds?
I don't count the birds.
The birds spontaneously combusting?
No, they definitely spontaneously combust, but I don't count them as a death.
I just love the fact that these birds spontaneously combust because the house is 97 goddamn degrees and the dad is too fucking cheap to get a new fucking air conditioner.
Well, that's not even the reason that it's that hot.
It's hot because Freddy's...
Every time Freddy is in the vicinity and he's about to come through, it gets boiling hot.
But he didn't come through.
No.
He didn't do anything. The birds went nuts.
Yep. Yeah, one bird kills the other, goes flying around, cuts the dad on the cheek, and then explodes.
Yep. That's it. So Freddy's influence wasn't really there. It was just a super hot fucking house.
Yep.
And the dad was too fucking cheap to fix the shit.
Yeah, and Freddy is already supernatural. Don't throw extra supernatural shit into this.
This movie's full of extra supernatural shit.
Yeah.
But, like, I just love the fact that this bird goes fucking apeshit, explodes, like, fucking spontaneously combusts, sets itself on fire.
Yeah.
And then the dad's like, this is your fault. You did this.
Right, yeah.
You fed it a cherry bomb. What?
First of all, how are you even going to feed a bird a cherry bomb? Do you know the size of a cherry bomb?
Do you know the size of a bird's mouth compared to the size of a cherry bomb?
Exactly.
And two, how the fuck is he going to light the cherry bomb and leave the wick out the fucking thing's mouth still and just light it as it passes by? What?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it makes no fucking sense.
I get you're upset, but...
to immediately blame your son?
Use your brain. You fucking moron.
This is you because you listen to Kiss.
You listen to all that goddamn devil music.
Playing on your devil box all day long.
So, the first real possession you see is Jesse goes to a gay bar, question mark?
Yeah, he wakes up in the middle of the night.
They were calling it an S&M bar.
Yeah, because he wakes up in the middle of the night, juice spills, he drops the juice, and then goes to a gay bar.
For a beer.
For a beer that they pour in a whiskey glass. That they pour in a whiskey glass. They pour it in a whiskey glass.
No, he pours it in a whiskey glass.
Heathens.
Because he is a child. Which I have to beg the question, why did the bartender give him a whiskey glass?
Because he was apparently meant to pour it into a whiskey glass. No.
He opened him a beer in a bottle and slid him that bottle. Yeah. And then, whiskey glass. And then he's pouring the beer into a fucking whiskey. And I'm just like, wait, what are you doing? Drink the beer. You've got the beer. Drink the beer. You've got the beer. Oh,
I feel like I would use this as a test if I was a bartender. He's underage. Hey, give him a whiskey glass.
Yeah.
And if he pours it, get the fuck out.
Oh my god! But this place, it's an S&M bar called Dom's Place.
Dom's Palace.
Was it Dom's Palace?
It was Dom's Palace, I believe.
Yeah, that's a little on the nose.
Yeah. You know, S&M Palace, clubs are supposed to be discreet. This one is not by any means.
The door should have been shaped like an asshole with "come on in" right next to it, spelled incorrectly.
Oh my god! So he goes to take a drink, and Coach Snyder just sets his hand down. He's like, "Ha, gotcha."
Yeah, and makes him run. This bugs me. He leaves the bar to take the boy to school to make him run laps.
You know that's not all he's going to make him do.
As punishment.
You know damn well that's not all he's going to make him do.
No, that's not what bothers me. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are a fucking sadomasochist. I don't care if you are a dom, sub, whatever the fuck. You are not going to take your sweet time off to drive an underage kid from a bar that specializes in your fetish to school to make him run laps as punishment for being a bad kid.
Well, apparently, from what Grady was saying earlier from the fight.
Yeah, so Grady is the... what would you call him? At first, I thought he was the bully because they get into a fight during baseball because he gets him out. Mm-hmm. Grady gets tagged out by Jesse.
Yeah,
and Grady immediely reaches up, pantses him, and then they get into a fight.
Yeah, which is more like aggressive hugging and rolling on the ground.
Yes, those are movie fights. And then, but that bonds them,
I guess,
because they become pretty good friends after that.
Like if you fight, I've had a couple of times though where I've had a friend after I fought them, but before I fought them I couldn't fucking stand them, but because we had to do the punishment together.
Yeah,
we're the ones that are sitting there talking and bullshitting the whole time.
I guess
I've made friends that way. I have, so I get that one.
I'm just confused as to what to call him. I guess
frenemy. We'll call him a frenemy.
Yeah, frenemy. So, but yeah, Grady. They had that whole fight. And then they were dishing on Schneider back and forth.
Yeah, because they're apparently he gets his rocks off by punishing kids.
I don't think that's true. I think that's just him.
But after seeing what he does to this kid, I kind of think that it's true.
What does he do to the kid?
He immediately takes him from this bar and goes to make him run laps and shit.
But he didn't do anything fucking suspect.
No, but that might just be what he does to get off.
I literally think that's just kids. Oh my god, I swear to God they planned having us all take tests on the same day.
Right.
Or, shit like that. Mm-hmm. I think that's just kids talking shit on students.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, students talking shit on
Yeah, because they were talking shit about him in the locker room, just
he's always got something up his ass.
Yeah. And so we cut back to glorious stock footage
of them doing the punishment again. And he's got the same shiner on his eye for the fight. But yeah, so Grady, Schneider, after he makes him run laps, gets assaulted by balls.
Okay, for those of us listening, we're not saying that's actually, no, he actually gets hit by athletic balls. I can't make this sound good. Good God.
He gets hit by tennis balls and basketballs and footballs and dodgeballs and volleyballs and
athletic balls.
Athletic balls. There were some beefy balls. There were some tiny balls. There were some big balls. AC/DC's balls were playing. It was a great time to be had by all. So no, he get a bunch of the equipment comes out and starts hitting him, and he doesn't really freak out. He just drops to the ground and army crawls along.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't even army crawl. He's actually being pulled.
But no, before that.
Okay.
Because he's when the balls are flying everywhere, he's on the ground, army crawling along, and then just Okay, you're not like wondering what the fucking supernatural ghost shit is happening right now?
No, just get away.
And then like he turns over and the fucking jump ropes grab each of his wrists and drag him down the hallway into the shower where Jesse is.
Yeah, he's taking a shower in the middle of the night in this dark ass fucking
Coach said hit the showers.
Yep.
Coach says hit the showers, you hit the showers. And then he straps up the coat, like the jump ropes like zip up and strap the coach up with his arms spread.
Yep.
And then his clothes just tear off of his body like a fucking stripper. Just tearaway pants style. And then he gets towels that ghostly fly over and pop him in the ass a bunch.
So, they show this a lot in movies of people toweling each other.
Oh,
Never happens in an actual dude's locker room, especially in high school.
That is bullshit. That just happened to me.
No, because if you did that in high school, at my school, you got the shit kicked out of you.
Unless you're the fucking popular kid that starts the shit, though.
Yeah, I guess.
If you're the fucking head quarterback starts that, it just turns into a fucking pop war.
Yeah.
Fucking me and my brother used to fucking rat tail each other just for shits and giggles.
But this dude gets it until he dies.
No, he doesn't.
Well, no, he gets it until his ass is bloody.
He gets it until his fucking ass is so welted up, and then the room fills with steam. But like that scene alone, like I'm just like,
really?
That's what we're starting with?
Yeah.
Ass popping?
Yeah, this is the first death.
And
really?
Then the room fills up, and Jesse is now Freddy.
Yeah.
And then he walks over and just like slices his back up one side, down the other.
Yep.
And that's how he dies.
Yeah.
And then he turns back into Jesse, and then the next shot is of Jesse wrapped in a towel with cops on either side of him going, "Is this your boy?"
No, does this belong to you?
Does this belong to you? And they're like, yeah, he's ours. He's like, we found him walking down the highway.
He's naked. Which even I would ask this question that the dad asks, what are you on and who is giving it to you?
Exactly. Fucking Jesus. But yeah, like this, it took so long to get to this death, man. And
yeah. No, this movie is so drawn out for no reason.
Slow. The number of times it's just like Jesse bitching for no fucking reason is insane. I think I'm losing my mind. I can't talk to anybody about it. I'm scared. Shut up.
Grow a pair.
Pansy. This is coming from me. I don't usually call people fucking pansies for no reason. Fuck, you complain too goddamn much. It's plain and fucking simple.
No, I agree with you there, man.
So, yeah, after the coach has died, it's just like that. That is halfway through my notes.
Yeah. No,
the coach dying is halfway through my notes. Like that is what's insane to me. The whole time he's got this fucking hot chick.
Yeah, who is pining over him.
Who likes him. Who super likes him. And her friends are all like, go for him.
Yeah.
And like he likes her because he gives the flirty eyes.
Right.
Which makes me. Where did you hear about this theory of like this movie's about his closet?
IMDb actually.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe that was just somebody that added some shit.
Which I'm guessing because they had stated that this movie is about his closet homosexuality.
Yeah,
the actor is an openly gay guy.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine, but like it's not apparent in this movie.
No. Because at no point is it like the only ambiguously homosexual scene is
the bedroom. That's it.
What bedroom?
When he goes into his buddy's bedroom.
No, I was going to say the Dom's palace.
Well, yeah.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
Because past that, the buddy's room, that was just him calling for help.
Yeah, and his buddy, it was more like his buddy calling him out a little bit.
Yeah, it was just his buddy razzing him.
Yeah, because he tells him that, like This girl, he almost sleeps with this girl at her birthday party.
She's having a party, a pool party. Mm-hmm. And
they go into this
cabana. He's like, I'm just going to go. And she's like, don't leave. We'll figure it out together. We'll stay up all night together. And then they immediately start making out.
Yeah.
And he's got her on the floor, like, getting her shirt
going into
going to town.
I was proud of him.
They got a handful of each scoop.
Yeah.
Like, and then Freddy's tongue comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And starts licking her, and he freaks out, gets dressed, and gets out of there.
Right.
And goes to his buddy's house.
Yeah.
Grady. And Grady
is just like, dude, there's a girl in a cabana waiting for you, wanting you.
Exactly.
And you want to sleep with me.
Yeah. I think that's literally just his friend razzing him.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he's like, dude, I need you to watch me while I'm sleeping. If anything weird happens, you need to wake me up immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking at it now. David Chaskin deliberately wrote his screenplay to contain homoerotic subtext. Director Jack Shoulder was completely unaware of this. The film is famous for having undertones and themes that many perceive as homoerotic, and the events of the film are often seen as an allegory for Jesse's closeted homosexuality. Yeah, I just...
A screenwriter later confirmed that was purposeful.
That's that David Chaskin admitted that the subtext was intentionally written into the script in order to give the characters more depth, but I don't think... I don't see it when I watch it.
Yeah, no.
Because whenever I watch it, I just... It's too obvious that he likes her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
It's not like... at no point is he ever like confused, flirty with his buddy. He sleeps in a chair, not the bed next to him.
Right.
He's making the weird faces, but that's because he's gone how many fucking days without sleep.
Yeah.
So but I don't see it as that, I guess.
Yeah, but while he's in this room, he actually changes into Freddy by Freddy ripping through his torso.
Yeah. Which was a really cool transformation.
It was really cool, but it was just like...
Even that took a long time.
Yeah, everything in this is so drawn out. Mm-hmm. For no reason.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
We have Grady's death.
Grady's death was... standard, really. Like, it wasn't much.
It was subpar at best.
Because Grady's freaking out because he's watching Freddy climb out of Freddy,
and he's banging on his door trying to get his dad to open it and all that stuff because the door's locked.
Everybody is awake. Like this is the thing that you lose that aspect of horror, like that good horror aspect of you're not even safe when you're asleep.
Yeah,
because everybody has to sleep,
and in this one, everybody has to be awake.
Exactly. So, but Grady gets choked up against the wall and then stabbed through the door.
Yeah, that's it. And then homeboy dips out the window.
Yep.
Goes over to his friend.
Goes back to the girl's house where the party's still going on, and he's like, I
killed...
Go crazy, man. I killed him. I killed Coach. I don't know what to do.
And she pulls out the diary.
Yeah, and reads about how...
This is the diary of Nancy, by the way, from the first movie. They find it in his house because he moved into Nancy's house.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, she like reads him the part about like if you don't give him the power, he's fine and he can't hurt you.
Yeah.
And then just
immediately
changes into Freddy again,
but can't hurt her.
For some reason, can't really hurt her. And then goes outside and just starts slashing people.
Everybody.
No, not everybody.
No.
3.
Yeah, he scares everybody.
He scares the shit out of everybody. But, like, the first thing he does is, like, wipe off this table real quick. Because he, like, swoops his arm and cleans off the fucking table and then flips it.
He loves knocking shit off of things.
Other shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he slices one guy in the face, stabs one guy in the belly, and then slices another guy in the face before Dad comes out with a shotgun. And then he like looks at Dad and her, and then just like, no, I'm gonna walk past everybody and burst into flames and disappear.
After there were flames everywhere.
Yeah. Made no fucking sense. Like, just keep fucking killing. You have so much fucking shit going for you. Just go with it.
Yeah. No, you could have had a lot of blood there, and you fucking didn't.
Yeah. Nothing fucking happened from it.
No.
It was fucking boring.
There are literally only 2 meaningful deaths in this entire movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think in grand total, Schneider dies, Grady dies.
And then those 3 kids.
3 kids die.
Let's go ahead and count the 2 birds in for measure.
Go ahead and count the 2 birds in. Yeah, so
that's
7
5 deaths.
5 humans and 2 birds.
Yeah. This movie is just boring.
It really, like, I try to find the fucking gleaming hope in movies. Like, I try to, like, this, they did really good here, or whatever. But the use of, like, the excessive use of supernatural bullshit, there's, like, flames popping up everywhere, water boiling,
yep.
None of it's
hot
happening.
Dogs exploding like firecrackers.
Yeah. None of it's happening when anybody's asleep.
No.
Everybody's just seeing it.
It's no longer Nightmare on Elm Street. It's like Daymare on Elm Street.
That was a bad reference.
It was terrible.
It was awful. I'm ashamed of you. But yeah, like, it's just... After the party, he goes back to the furnace where Freddy worked.
Yeah.
The boiler area where Freddy worked. And
she chases after him.
She chases. There's a couple of, like, spooky creatures around, which actually have fucking nothing to do with goddamn anything.
No.
Like, there's 2 dogs with baby faces. And they bark a couple times, and then she just walks past them.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. There's a rat that gets eaten by a cat.
And the cat has, like, a demonic face. And then she just walks past it.
Yep. And then, like, gets him to fight it. Fire goes everywhere.
Yeah, he, like... she's like, I love you, come back to me. And then he, like,
and melts.
And, like, catches on fire because, like, his world is coming apart or whatever. And then Jesse is able to crawl out of...
He peels off the Freddy that's over him.
Yeah, he's able to crawl out of Freddy because the power of boners is stronger. And then...
I really hope he got a beeger after that one.
Oh, something. Fuck, at least a handy J. And then he goes... He's just coming out of the house and his arms are bandaged up for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes out of the house. Everything's fine, sunny and shiny, and
he
hops on the bus
with her.
Which there's no reason for him to hop on the fucking bus.
He has a car.
Like,
yeah, they just left the car behind.
The car still works.
Yeah, barely, but it works.
Yeah.
And then they go off-roading again.
Yep. Pretty much like actually 8 deaths because the friend in the back seat behind them. Freddy's arm explodes through her chest. But it's an ambiguous ending, which, I mean, that's what the Nightmare on Elm Street does.
Yeah.
They leave that ambiguous ending. But it's just...
It sucked.
It really did. Like,
I slept.
I'm glad we didn't do the scene for scene on this, because a lot of the scene for scene was just like, and he's walking, and he's walking, and he's walking, and he said a dumb thing here, and he's walking, and he's walking, and he's screaming.
Yeah.
Like, there just wasn't a lot on this one, guys.
No, there was no substance to this goddamn movie. But
like that's the big thing is you've got to be able, like, you've got to stick to your character, and you got to stick to your storyline no matter how long you make it.
Yeah.
If you decide to go to do a sequel, you've got to look back at the original content, and you've got to stick to your guns on that original content. You can't keep changing the rules.
No, I am all for evolution of a character.
Yep.
Maybe adding something onto him or something, but not this shit.
Because like they go back in the next movies to people falling asleep.
Yeah, no. Like, the other ones are great. Have some of the greatest lines in it that anybody will...
Some of the greatest kills.
Some of the greatest kills, man. Like, dude, Snake Freddy. Everybody knows Snake Freddy, or Worm Freddy, or whatever you want to call him. But people know that shit. Nobody knows anything from this movie. Nobody recalls it because nobody can remember it because it doesn't matter.
I vaguely remembered there was a pool scene.
Yeah.
That was all I could... Like, when you were like, let's do Freddy 2, I was like, oh, yeah, I don't even need to watch it. And I started thinking, I was like... There's a pool. I think some people die at the pool. Alright, I better fucking watch it. Shit. Alright. But
yeah, so that's that, man. Yeah.
This was a rough one, guys.
Well, as always, if you see this bad movie and you want to get that anger out, go see our sponsors. Rampage Room out here in Colorado Springs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go break more things than Freddy did when he wiped the table off.
If we have a bad movie here and you bring it in there and let them know that you listen, I'm sure they'll give you something.
Oh yeah,
they'll do something for you.
Yeah, so it's 10% off for anybody that brings in the bad movie of the week.
Yeah,
to break.
Yeah, and Gallo Walkers is always welcome on that list. Doesn't matter what week it is, that movie is welcome.
But yeah, it's just break things and relieve stress at the Rampage Room. It's
yeah, I'm gonna need to go there later.
You did everything from plates, alarm clocks, TVs, printers,
DVDs, movies.
Oh yeah. It just if it's ever pissed you off, they've probably got it to break.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Wii Fit has definitely done that quite a few times.
Yeah.
But, yeah, check them out. Go break some stuff, release some stress, and have a good time.
3570 North Academy Boulevard here in Colorado Springs. Yep. Call them at 719-299-1339 and reserve your session today or walk in anytime Thursday through Sunday.
Yep. And next week we are going to have our Halloween episode, so look forward to that. We've got a big one for you. As always, if you ever have any suggestions for shut the front door.
I'm sorry.
If you ever have any suggestions for us, leave a comment down below. Please like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook at Sik&TwistedHorrorcast. Follow us on Instagram at Sik&TwistedHorrorcast _s in between each word.
And please don't follow us in real life because that's creepy.
I mean, I'm down. I'm lonely.
There you go.
My girlfriend works nights. So
that sounded...
If I find you outside my window, I'll wave. You can take a picture and then please politely leave.
There you go. That's okay. You're making it up.
Shut the fuck up. Gizmo, I love you. I would never do anything to you. I would never cheat on you. Dude, it's your nickname.
Oh.
But you could also send us some suggestions over at Sik&TwistedHorrorcast at gmail.com. As always.
Oh, we have lost the plot today, folks. Oh, man. He is now thinking of all the ways this girl's going to beat his ass when he hears it.
Well, thank you for listening to us two fat guys talk horror. I got to go get beat by my girlfriend real quick.
Kinky.
Yeah. So...
Is there homosexual undertones to that, too?
Look, pegging isn't a crime.
Oh, God, Jesus. Too far.
But,
now
as
I'm
always...
sick. Oh, Jesus.
And he is also twisted. And this is a Sik&TwistedHorrorcast. Have a killer week, guys.